Hello, I am Ryan Foster, and I'm talking about Spiritism. And today I'm talking about a different verse in the New Testament and what it means when you see it through the light of Spiritism. Now, this verse is Luke 18, verses 9 through 14. And he spake this parable upon certain which trusted in themselves that they were righteous and despised others. 2 men went into the temple to pray, the one a Pharisee, the other a publican. The Pharisee stood and prayed thus with himself, God, I thank thee that I am not as other men are, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even as this publican. I fast twice in the week. I give tithes of all that I possess. And the publican, standing far off, would not lift up so much as his eyes unto heaven, but smote upon his breast, saying, God, be merciful to me, a sinner. I tell you, this man went down to his house justified rather than the other. For every one that exalteth himself shall be abased, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. So there's quite a few passages with similar messages of this one, such as Matthew chapter 7, verse 5. First take out the plank in your own eye, I'm paraphrasing, and telling us not to compare ourselves to others. I particularly enjoy this because of the juxtaposition of a self-declared holy man and a generally disliked tax collector. Two more opposites would be difficult to find in the time of Christ. What would be the equivalent today? I would say a socially woke person who has identified their entire victimhood and the horrible historical injustices of their favorite downtrodden groups. They feel morally superior since they realize the absolute evil of so many people around them. They do not feel compassion for others who do not think and act like them, only contempt. On the other hand, there is a person who works every day, is humble, supports their family, believes in their country and the good that it has accomplished, even though there has been periods of regret. They travel through life quietly attempting to do what is right and leave others alone to work out their own moral quandaries. Who is the readiest for heaven? One who humbly acknowledges their own limitation, but tries to love their fellow men, or the one who determines her or himself to be at the pinnacle of righteousness? Which person would Christ and his staff choose to return to earth to help struggling souls during harsh trials? The person who knows best and will dismiss anyone who does not believe as they do, or the humble person who recognizes inner conflict and will gently try to steer a seeker of light onto the right path? Christ is notifying us not to be so sure of whatever is we think is the moral high ground, and to not feel that we are well ensconced on top of it. Our understanding can never be perfect. We are only in this physical life for a short time, with no memory in what we had done in the past. Hence, love is always the first answer, and selflessness is the second. Learn the steps to improve yourself as laid out by the Spirit Henri Louise. Read my book, How to Live Inner Peace Through Spiritism. God bless.